pumpkins, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah and this is Dan and this is Mr. Cat. He's not going to be in this video except right now, but he's cute.
Oh,
so.
I thought we were taking him.
No, we're not taking him.
Oh, no.
We're not taking him to drink margaritas. If you watched our pretzel video, which I will link down below, then you know that we sometimes go around town and try stuff out, walk to places, and drink beer. However, today is National Margarita Day, so we thought, why not drink some margaritas? So we're gonna do what we did in the pretzel video, except with margaritas. So we're gonna walk around to a bunch of places and try different margaritas. And any thoughts on that before we start?
It sounds delicious to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really doing the opposite because a pretzel is just soaking up alcohol.
Sure.
And a marg just does the opposite
Sure.
of whatever soaking up.
So we're gonna start at a lunch place so we can eat a lunch to get a base. We should probably say that we will be drinking in this video, so if that's not your thing and you don't want to see alcohol consumption or people being maybe a little drunk, then this video might not be for you, and that's okay. You can just skip it and come back to the next video. We will not be offended at all, but we wanted to do something to celebrate National Margarita Day, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna start at Paria, which is one of our favorite lunch places in town. And they do have margaritas there, so we're gonna do that first, and then we will see where we end up after that. And yeah, we'll see you there. Okay, this is Paria, we're here. And it's been here since we went to high school here, so it's been here for a really long time. It's like an institution. And their food is really good, so we're gonna go in and
opened in like 2000?
2000?
25 years.
Yeah, it's been here forever, but because it's delicious, so we're gonna go order some stuff. It's pretty slow too. Here's the menu. We like that they have a vegan menu. Okay, so we're sitting outside, so hopefully the street noise isn't too bad, but Dan got the jalapeno margarita, so take a sip and tell me what you think.
I do tend to gravitate toward margs that got the spicy in it. I usually, anytime they have like a habanero, like a pineapple habanero or something like that, that's like usually what I get, unless there's something really different and unique. So.
You just like jalapeno, you just like spicy things generally.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and I do like with a marg, I think it's like a good like.
Yeah, it looks like a marg. First impression.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's very, like, it's pretty standard marg, like, you know, no frills. It's not very spicy, honestly. I think it would not be too spicy for you. It maybe has like a little bit. It feels like it's more like the flavor of the jalapeno.
Than a spiciness.
Like,
she did say it was spicy when she put it down. She said, here's the spicy one. So.
I think you could try this and be okay with
Okay.
it. So.
I'll try it after I try mine. Okay, so I just got a plain regular margarita. Basically, if we can, what we're gonna be doing is I'm just gonna get a basic margarita every place, and Dan's gonna get like a fancy specialty margarita if they have one. So I just got their basic one. I feel like it tastes like a margarita. I feel like this tastes like when you make a margarita at home, is what that tastes like.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
because maybe they have them pre-mixed. I don't know if this is true for sure, but I think maybe they have it like pre-made up. Yeah. So it's not as like they're mixing it up right now. It tastes good, but so, it definitely tastes like an at-home margarita.
And can I, to make it kind of downplay how negative this might be sounding.
It's not. It's good.
No, it is good.
When you make margarita at home, it tastes good.
I think this is actually kind of perfect because we came here for lunch, and I'm going to be drinking this marg with lunch. Right. I'm not going to be really...
Right, you're not really going to be
appreciating the marg. So I kind of like that it's a little bit more like low key, just like standard.
Not a fan. I'm not a big jalapeno person though, and it definitely tastes like jalapenos. I agree that it's not like super spicy, but
it has more
definitely
like
tastes
kind of like vegetal
quality.
But I like a vegetable quality.
Yeah.
I just don't really like jalapeno flavor that much. So that one's not for me. I definitely like mine more.
Was your face there? That should be the thumbnail.
That'll get people
And it'll
to
just
click
be
on
like
it.
in enormous letters, like, "What made me do this?" You know.
Alright, I'm not doing that. Okay, you try
And
mine.
there's also a picture of Mr. Beast's face on it.
No, Mr. Beast will never be on my channel.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so that's the margaritas here. And then I'll just do a little video of our food when it comes out so you can see that. But yeah, first margarita down. Okay, this is our food. This is our food. Dan got, what did you get again? What does yours have? It has like, we're both vegan, so yours has like vegan queso, beans,
Queso, beans, mushrooms, corn,
jalapeno,
salsa.
and then I got just a super basic one, so it just has like beans, guacamole, salsa, I don't know, lettuce, just like a basic burrito, kind of rice, obviously. But how is it? Because you haven't had that one before, right? It's really good. We really like the food here, so we come here a lot. So I'm gonna try mine. I also have not had this one before, like just the basic one. Just a really good, like classic. It just has like black beans and rice. But yeah, really good. So we're gonna finish our food here, and then we'll figure out what our next stop is, and we will let you know. Okay, so we're walking to the next place, but we forgot to say both of those margaritas were $10 each, right?
Yes.
So that's probably gonna be the cheapest, likely the cheapest of any margaritas we have today, so that's definitely a factor. And we didn't rate the pretzels when we were eating those because we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, I think. But also, I don't think anybody's actually going to watch this video that like owns any of these places. So we're going to start rating things. So
Also, we liked all the pretzels.
Yeah.
To be fair.
yeah, oh yeah. So we're just going to do out of 5.
Yes, that's fine.
Just
with me.
out of 5 Jimmy Buffett's. I don't know if you saw, but I'm wearing my Jimmy Buffett.
I'm also wearing a Jimmy Buffett
Oh, Dan's
shirt.
also wearing, I didn't even know. We're wearing our Jimmy Buffett shirts in honor
Clark
of
Kent.
National, oh, sure enough. In honor of National Margarita Day, the king of margaritas, Jimmy Buffett. So we're wearing our shirts. Mine's vintage, so there.
Mine was purchased for me by my wife.
Yeah, you can tell who the Jimmy Buffett fan is here. It's me. Okay, so the jalapeno marg, out of how many Jimmy Buffetts out of 5 would you give
It's
that?
a 3 for me.
A 3? Okay.
I thought it was solid, and it was a good compliment to the food. But it didn't blow my hair back or anything.
Okay. And then the regular margarita, what do you think?
That'd probably also be in that range.
A
I mean,
3?
they were both like very similar. For me, I would probably put them there.
I would say the jalapeno one is like a 2 for me.
It's biased,
1?
Biased opinion.
But that's only because I don't really like jalapeno.
Yeah.
The regular one is like, I would give it like a 3.5 because it's only $10, which is cheaper
that's a
than
good
like
point.
any other margarita we're probably gonna
$10
have.
is a pretty good deal.
It was a perfectly viable margarita.
It's a perfectly
serviceable.
regular margarita.
Serviceable is the word I was looking for. Perfectly serviceable margarita for $10. I'd give it a 3.5. Okay, and then the next place that we're going to, we're here, is called El Sancho. And it's like a taco shop. And we've never had a margarita here before.
You have.
Oh, yeah, I did. You're right. It was kind of fancy. So we're gonna try one here and see how it goes. Oh, they know what's up. They know what day it is. We have
Yeah, today's National Margarita Day, right?
Yep.
So they were just saying.
Okay, so they have specials, so. Okay, so this is the creamsicle margarita.
This is a special for
It's a special just for today. And then I got the house margarita, so just their basic one. So take a sip, tell me what you think. Pretty good?
Yeah, it's really interesting because, like, you know, you think margaritas are supposed to be so tart and tangy, and
is it more sweet?
it's much more sweet, so it's a lot more like vanilla.
And these were both $11 each, not together. So actually not bad. Only $1 more than the other place.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So if
Do you
you
think
say
that's
Slate
bad?
History, it's like, no, but it is distinctly different than any margarita I've had.
All right. Well, that's the point of getting a special one, and then
Yeah, so I do like it. It's this.
does it just have sugar or something?
Yeah, it has sugar.
Yeah,
So,
instead of salt. Mine has just salt, I think.
yeah, so I actually would be interested if it had salt.
Oh.
But like, I don't know if that
To
would,
give
like,
it just a
mess
little
with
bit
it.
more
Yeah,
savory.
Yeah, it's good though. It is really good.
All right, now I'll try mine. I like to squeeze the lime into it for a little extra.
Yeah, I might do that with mine as well.
This one is much like fresher tasting than the one
Right.
we had at Korea. Like, it definitely tastes more like we made it with right now. It's not very heavy on the alcohol. I don't know if that's maybe just because it's all at the bottom. We'll see, but the flavor is good. I think it's a really nice and like fresh, or just like a classic basic margarita. I think I would give it a 4 out of 5 Jimmy Buffets. Okay, now I'm gonna try yours. That's really good. I think I'm more like a sweet thing fan than Dan is. I really like this. I think I would give this a 5.
Whoa,
Jimmy
5.
Buffets. Yeah. If you want to trade after you try mine, we can trade.
That's good. That's just like just a really solid.
Just like a basic. I mean, which is the point. That's why we're getting one basic one and one fancy one at each place.
This is much more like if I was going to drink several.
Oh yeah,
More, this is what I
100%.
want.
Yeah.
This is much more novel and interesting. But even in the context, I'm fine with us swapping this.
I feel like if you had picked the special one that you would have wanted the most, it probably wouldn't have been. I could pick this one because it was like the weirdest one.
Yeah,
but it's not the special one you would have picked.
But I would probably give this one, still give it like a 4. Honestly, like both of these are like kind of like fours to me. Like,
Yeah.
Like, but for different reasons.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna finish making these, and then we'll move on to whatever the next place is. Okay, so we're walking through Drake Park like we did in the pretzel video. We're doing kind of a similar route a little bit. It's not as pretty as in the fall when all the trees have leaves, but it's still nice. There's the river. There's like a little bit of snow. We had quite a bit of snow. When was that? Like a week or 2 ago? It's mostly melted now, but you can see a little bit along the river. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk through here. And then I think our next stop is gonna be McMenamins, which is a chain of places in the Pacific Northwest where they take old buildings like schools and churches and things and turn them into like cool, eclectic hotels and bars and restaurants. And they're doing a special happy hour for Margarita Day. So we're gonna go there next and see what kind of margaritas they have. R.I.P. Okay, so this is our McMenamins. This is the theater. There's like a movie theater, and it's in an old church. And then the main part of the McMenamins was an old school, so it's called Old St. Francis. That was the name of the school. And there's like a bunch of different bars that are super cute, and it's just really cute. All the McMenamins properties are really great, and you should try them out if you're ever in the Pacific Northwest. There's like a bunch of different ones. But look at all the details, are so cute. Okay, so we are here at McMenamins. We got our drinks inside and then we brought them out. There's a ton of outdoor seating. So we're outside now. So part of the reason we came here is because they're doing happy hour for regular classic margaritas for Margarita Day. So I got just a basic house margarita. They didn't have anything on the menu for margarita, so we like asked if they had a specialty margarita, and the bartender was like, well, no, they haven't told me anything specific to make. He was like, but I could just like make something fun, like improvise. So we were like, okay, cool. So he made us this for the specialty margarita, and it is, what did he say, like orange juice?
Orange juice and some cherry.
And some cherry. So I think it's just like whatever little extra stuff he had around the bar.
Yeah.
And we don't actually know how much they cost because this one was on happy hour pricing. Together they were $17, right?
Yeah, so together the cheapest of anything we've done, but we don't know like specifically how we don't have an itemized receipt.
Yeah, it just
so we just
paid $17.
So on average though, $8.50 per, which is easily and will be absolutely the cheapest we pay for any drink today. That's about as cheap as you could ever get a non-beer like.
I wonder if he gave us happy hour pricing on that one too, even though it's not a house margarita.
Yeah, it might have just been.
I feel like maybe that's what happened. Is he just gave us the happy hour price?
He just threw some stuff in there. So my guess is he probably just gave it.
So we don't actually know how much a real margarita here would cost, but we think happy hour margarita is $8.50. So that's a pretty good deal. All right. So what do you think of yours?
I think it's like it is kind of just this haphazard thing. Where you just kind of like.
He was just like, well, I have orange juice. I have this.
Yeah, you throw it in.
That's like how we make drinks at our house. We're like, what do we have in the fridge that we can put in here? Right. So we shouldn't judge too harshly because this was not a pre-planned drink.
Like the cherries is maybe the thing that maybe
you don't like.
I wouldn't have added the cherries because it does make it a little. It's surprising how sweet it makes it.
Oh yeah, I feel like he didn't even put that much in.
No, but there is like because you'd think the orange juice would be like just adds really tartness and stuff, but I like it. But I definitely I tried yours before we started the video, but
you like mine more.
I like that more. And that because that's still it is like a very traditional margarita, but it's just a good regular margarita.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, compared to what would your rating be? How many Jimmy Buffetts?
This would probably be maybe a 3.
Once again, this is not as much of a ding against McMiniman's or that bartender because he like literally was just like we just asked him if he could make it fancier than a regular margarita. That was like what he had available. So
I think the reason that I'm rating it a little lower is because it makes it almost like it's no longer a margarita. It doesn't really taste like a margarita anymore, and it doesn't really taste like anything else.
So that one's a 3. And then what would you give this?
This would be a 4 for me. It's just like a really good, solid margarita.
Okay, let me try yours. Yeah, I like that, but yeah, it doesn't really taste like a margarita.
No.
But also, you're right, the creamsicle one didn't really taste like a margarita that much either. Okay, so you said 3 and what on this?
4.
4. I think I would give this 3.5, and I think I would give this a 4 too. I think I would maybe bump the one up because I think I gave the one at El Sancho a 4. I think that one might actually be a 4.5 for me.
It was just a really good.
It was really just like really fresh tasting. Like they made it with a lot of real lime juice.
Maybe you should do your move on this one.
This tastes more like a mix. But it's good. It's a good one. So yeah, 4 on this for me, and I think I would bump my other one up to 4.5, the last one, and 3.5. So that's it for McMiniman's, and we're gonna drink these and then move on to the next place. Okay, we were just walking by the shop. We're downtown going to the next place. We were just walking by and look, there's a little pupper in the window.
Sir.
So this seems like a good shop. You should probably go here. Bye, dog. Okay, we came into Pegasus. We just stopped in. This doesn't have anything to do with margaritas, but this shop is really cool in our town. And it has like comic books and regular books and D&D dice and action figures, like anything you could really want. This shop has it. So we're just taking a quick look before our next cocktail stop. Okay, so our next stop is called San Simon, and it's one of the coolest bars in town. This is the outdoor area. It's just like in an alley. But it's really dark inside, which I love, and it's really cool. So we're gonna get some drinks. Okay, so when we were at Pegasus, we got a little Nightmare Before Christmas bag clip, blind bag thing, so it's a surprise. And then also for National Margarita Day, they had a little margarita pin, so I got that. But yeah, this is San Simon. It's very dark, so hopefully the video turns out. We just ordered our margaritas, so we'll try those in a second. But first we're gonna open the bag. You want to open it? Which one do you want? You say you want the saxophone guy?
I do love the guy that says "Nice work, own dad."
This guy?
I think that's that guy. Isn't it? Does this look like Oogie Boogie? I always like.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Like he's got the Oogie Boogie top,
tell.
right?
Yeah, I guess. The bottom doesn't really look like him though, does it? I don't know. Open it up and find out.
Dapper Jack.
Okay, we got it. What's in it?
Ironically,
Oh,
Jimmy.
Jimmy!
So this was originally covered up by a thing
I don't know
that
if
said
you can see that, but that had a sticker over
it said zombie bassist. Yes. and now-
but underneath it said Jimmy, so we don't know
there he
if.
is. Look at that.
Apparently, we're not real Nightmare Before Christmas fans if we don't know this character's name, Dan.
I like his body.
Yeah, he does have a good body.
He's got a Mr. Cat body.
Yeah, I like him. I'm glad we got that guy. I think he's cute. These were like all the different options. Although, what, Surfing Jack?
Yeah,
That's
I think
weird.
I would rather have this than Surfing Jack.
There are 2 mystery ones. We didn't get those, but I do like him. I think he's cute. We did some research, and apparently the characters in the band in Nightmare Before Christmas are named James, Jimmy, and Jim. But why did they cover up the name with a sticker? I don't understand. If that's his actual name. It's
If
not
that
like
is
Jimmy is
that's his
copyrighted.
Christian name.
It's not like the name Jimmy is copyrighted.
I don't know.
Wait, his name's Jimmy? It was
Jimmy.
meant to be. Because Jimmy Buffett.
But it's spelled like J on the back, which is
So actually, yes, I think this is probably more accurate. On the back
Oh,
of
maybe
this,
it's because it's spelled wrong? Is that why they covered it with a
but
sticker?
the other one is James is spelled correctly.
Yeah, because you can't misspell that. On the internet, it says Jimmy like Jimmy Buffett.
My theory is that it has more to do with the fact that it's just weird that they were like, there's little kids buying this and they're like, who's James and Jimmy?
I think it's because
So
they spelled his
I
name
think
wrong.
the idea that there
it's like the option is zombie bassist is more enticing to people.
I don't know. But I think it's meant to be that his name is Jimmy and we're getting him on National Margarita Day.
And he's cute.
He is
has a
very
Mr.
cute.
Cat
He has a
body.
Mr. Cat body. And we have our little margarita pin and Jimmy over there. Okay, we got our margaritas. So we have the basic, house. I shouldn't say basic, that sounds mean. And then this one is mezcal, passion fruit, and poblano. So that should be interesting. We're
On
excited.
paper, that sounds real good.
Yeah. Try your margarita and tell me what you think.
Oh, so yeah. All right.
You're just spacing off. Drink your margarita. What is happening? Your brain just broke.
All right. So this mezcal poblano.
Yeah.
Passion.
Yeah.
All right.
And I assume people know this, but if you don't know, mezcal is like tequila, but it tastes like smokier. It looks good. It looks like a margarita.
I like this a lot. I do not think you will like it.
You don't think I like it because of the poblano part?
It's not much passion fruit.
Okay.
Just a little hint of it. It is.
Is it
smoky,
spicy? Well, I like smoky things.
which is great.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of the vegetable,
Okay.
like spicy vegetable stuff, and I think it like might not be.
Okay.
I do like it.
I'll try it in a minute. Oh, do you want to give your rating first, or do you want me to try mine first?
This would be a 4.5.
4.5. All right.
Probably my favorite so far.
We haven't had. Oh no, I gave the creamsicle one a 5. You haven't given anything a 5, right? Okay. 4.5. That's pretty high praise.
I think the only thing it's really maybe if it had a little bit more of the passion fruit, it would be a 5, or some like a little bit more tartness to it.
Okay.
Because I think that's the thing about margarita. Like I do
You want
like
it to be
a
tart.
little tart.
Well, passion fruit probably wouldn't make it more
No.
tart.
But if there's a little bit more lime flavor.
Okay. Well, you could squeeze your lime in it.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a good call. Let me give that a try. See if that.
See if that.
It's gone. It's long gone. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it.
Does that make it better?
Yes, it does. It's close now.
All right. 3 point. Or 4.75?
No, I'd still keep it at 4.5.
Okay, that's fair. That's
but
fair.
That doesn't. I do think that helped.
Okay, now I'm gonna try mine. I'm also gonna do the lime in. I think this one is the most like epitome of like what a classic margarita is. Like, tastes good. Tastes like a margarita. I don't know how to describe it, like compared to the others, because we've been having all classics, but like this one I think has the most alcohol of all the classic ones we've had so far. Dan just tried it off camera.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good though.
So it's the most alcoholic tasting one. I think it's a 4.5.
Yeah, it's good.
It's different than the El Sancho one, but I think it is an equal amount of goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try yours now.
I'm curious. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if this put you off, but you might like it. Better than the jalapeno.
Oh, 100%,
Yes,
yeah.
for sure.
I do like the mezcal. I really like the smoky things.
Yeah, it is nice.
I agree that it's not very passion fruity. I don't love it. I think I like it. I'm gonna give it. It's hard to tell because yeah, like the pepper, just like pepper flavor in anything that's a drink is not my favorite. So I feel like that's bringing it down. But I do like it more. I'm gonna give it, and the smokiness does make it higher too. I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Alright.
Because the smokiness brings it up. It would be a 4, but the pepper flavor brings it down. I really don't taste passion fruit at all.
There's like a little, I'll get like a little hint of sweetness every once in a while,
Like
but
when you smell it, like in the aroma, it's good. If you're in, I think if you're into Poblano,
it's very it's an esoteric drink. Like it's
Well,
like
and I just-
you gotta like a lot of specific things to enjoy
which
that.
I do like most of those things. It's just the one thing brings it down for me. So I think it's gonna be a 3.75, but only because of my personal preference for pepper.
And even
not
I like
because
I
of the
would
quality.
I would be more likely to drink multiples of this
Well,
guy.
anything that's like a stronger specific flavor is less drinkable in the long term.
Sure.
So I think in almost any situation the basic is gonna win if you're talking about just like how many of these can I drink in a row.
Yeah.
I do think if you're a fan of like peppers, spicy peppers, this would probably be like, you know, like a 4 to 5 range for sure. If you like smoky and spicy. But yeah, I'm excited to drink the rest. So we're just checking in. We finished our drinks. They were delicious. We want to tell you how much they cost. So the house margarita costs $12, and then the more special one costs $13. So that's not bad, and not a big difference between the special one and the house one. And we did just get like well vodka, I think, right? Or tequila.
Yeah. This was just well.
Yeah. And then also,
It's funny you said that because when the guy who served us said, do you just want well vodka, and then corrected himself and said well tequila.
Maybe that's why my brain
And you did the same thing. That's so funny.
And then also this happens a lot when you come here or to their other bar, which is called the Flamingo Room. It's also a great bar. They'll just sometimes give you like a little free sample of a drink. I think it's like if they're mixing something and they have extra. So this is what did she say? This was a pineapple daiquiri?
It's a daiquiri, yeah.
What kind of daiquiri?
I don't
I think
know.
she said pineapple.
Maybe. Does it smell like pineapple?
No. Passion? Did you say passion?
I don't know.
It was some kind of daiquiri. It tastes good. So that's it for San Simone, and then we will be moving on to the next stop. So we'll see you there. Okay, so we are at Papichulos. You can see right there. They do tacos, they do Mexican food, and we got margaritas. So I got the basic lime margarita with salt on the rim. Dan got the watermelon Red Bull margarita with tahini.
Why not?
Do the thing you do when you're like gonna be hyped up.
Oh, like, should I take a sip? And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, all right.
That's what the Red Bull is gonna do. That's what the Red Bull's gonna do to Dan.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you feel about it?
it tastes good.
Does it taste like a Red Bull?
Like a watermelon Red Bull. It has,
I assume it has tequila. Can you taste the tequila?
almost not at all. I mean, it just kind of tastes like a watermelon.
How do you feel about? Well, you got to get a sip from the edge with the tahini, so you get the flavor combo.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
So I think it was $10 for this, which I think is maybe because we're on happy hour right now, and then it was $15, which makes sense because you're getting a whole Red Bull.
Didn't the sign say it was like 12?
Well, I'm pretty sure I paid $25 total, and I thought this was
No.
10.
Remember we looked at the little sign. It said $12.
Oh, maybe this was 12. No, that wouldn't make sense.
It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it.
I mean, I think 15 is worth it. It has a whole Red Bull in it. If it was 15.
Is it the whole Red Bull?
I think so.
I don't know how.
It was pretty. The Red Bull can is like.
I mean, legally, I'm not sure if this is a margarita, to be honest.
Okay, but we still have to.
I think you're going off of the idea that does something have tequila in it, then it's a margarita.
Wait, so are you saying you're not going to rate it against the other margaritas? That you
No,
do?
I will.
Okay, well, how many Jimmy Buffetts?
It's pretty good.
Okay, but does it have an unfair advantage because you're blasting off into space?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, objectively, because I only rate things objectively.
Not all based on personal preference.
No, absolutely. I've never been.
Not once.
I'm not like one of the street people that rate things subject.
Street people.
The street the people under the stairs.
Sure.
As Wes Craven would say.
They drink a lot of margaritas, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like for just like pure enjoyment, it's probably like a 4 plus to me, like maybe
Okay.
a 4 1/4. Like
4 1/4.
I enjoy it.
4
a lot.
1/2.
Maybe a 4 1/2. I would say a 4 1/4 safely.
Okay.
And then for in terms of like where it rates is like how good it is compared to other margaritas. Well, it's probably like a 3 1/2 for like a margarita.
Okay,
But
'cause it's barely
I
a
do
margarita.
like it because like because the watermelon Red Bull tastes good. Like I like that flavor.
I'm curious to see it because I don't really like Red Bull, so I'm curious to see.
It legitimately just tastes like kind of like just like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
All right, well, I
And,
like watermelon. I don't know if it's just because the more margaritas I drink, the more amenable I get.
Is it
But
crazy? Has
this
anyone
one's
had
really
this
good.
idea before that the more margs you drink, the better they get?
Yeah, that's weird,
That's
right?
crazy, right?
This one is really good.
Let me get a little sip of that.
I think I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5.
Whoa. All right, let me try it. It is really good.
Right?
I do think that is to me like exactly what I want.
Yeah.
It's like
Of
super
the
tart.
basic ones?
It's super limey. You still get alcohol flavor.
Yeah.
Like it still
Of
tastes
the
like
basic
tequila.
ones, I feel like this is my
that one's
favorite.
really good.
Okay, let me try
I do
yours.
like that a lot.
Okay, well, that just tastes like a watermelon candy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like just like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Like it's pretty good. Like, but it is like very different in the sense that it doesn't really taste like a margarita.
Yeah,
but like,
I would say that's a 5 out of 5, but with the caveat of like,
yeah,
it's not really a margarita.
if this was just a drink you were getting, you
Yeah.
would be like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
But like also, it's like this isn't really like
it's kind of unfair to compare it to like a
Yeah.
margarita, yeah.
I do
If you, I will say,
very
if you,
good.
like Dan said, if you like watermelon Jolly Rancher, you will like this. That's exactly what it is.
I think the tahini rum's good. Like,
Watermelon is maybe my favorite Jolly Rancher.
no, yeah, it's
Or
tasty.
grape. I think they're tied. I really like grape Jolly Rancher too.
Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot, but like, it is one of those things where like, this isn't
This is not fair.
reasonable to like evaluate.
That's not
it.
okay.
It's like you just poured tequila into a.
I don't even know
Red
if he did.
Bull.
It doesn't taste like tequila at all. I mean, I assume he did.
Just paid $15 for a Red Bull.
Yikes. All right, well, that's Papi Chulo's. I think.
Pretty good showing overall.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
Okay, so we are at Wildwood now. It's very cute bar, and then you can't see it, but outside they have a food truck. We're gonna order some food, and this is their menu, but we're gonna order margaritas. They have a $10 basic margarita for Margarita Day, right? All the bars know it's Margarita Day, I feel like.
Yeah.
So we're gonna order the basic margarita, and do we want to do the passion fruit one?
Yeah.
We're gonna do the passion fruit. Because
I did
Cadillac is like too close to a regular margarita. Okay, so we are here at Wildwood. We got some food. We got French fries and non-quesadilla. We've had this before. It's delicious. And then for our specialty margarita, we got the passion fruit. This is actually their Valentine's Day margarita. So we got that. And then we have just, of course, the basic margarita. So you want to try it? And what do you think?
It's really good. I think like this is of the specialty stuff that we've gotten.
Is your favorite? Okay, sorry. Not to get ahead of you.
It is the one that actually still tastes like it.
Okay, so it's still like limey.
Yes, it still has the flavors of margarita. The thing is, like, there's other ones I liked more. Like, I think I like the Red Bull watermelon thing.
Right, but that was like barely a
It's also
margarita.
stupid. Because
Yeah.
It's like literally you just like I could have just done that at home.
Yeah.
This is actually like a really good drink that like
Yeah.
tastes like margarita. So.
Okay. It's pretty good. I feel like it's harder with the basic ones because
Yeah.
they're all supposed to taste as similar as possible. But honestly, this one is really good. I would say I'm just gonna give it 4.5. At the end, I'm gonna give whatever my favorite basic. I'm gonna bump whatever my favorite basic one was up to a 5. But honestly, this one is also just, I think, a 4.5 because it's really good. Okay, let me try the passion fruit.
Okay, here.
I see what you mean. This one does taste the most still like a margarita, but has passion fruit in it. I would also give that a 4.5. Most like a basic margarita, but with flavor, this might be a 5. I know I gave like the orange creamsicle one a 5. That was more like just as a drink. This is probably the most 5 out of 5 as like a, still tastes like a margarita, but has other flavors in it. It was really good. Four?
4.5.
Do you think this one, do you like this one less than the last one we had?
I like the last one more.
Do you like this one more or less than El Sancho?
Sancho, same or more.
All right, now we're gonna eat. Now tell me what you think of the quesadilla. Is it the best
already
thing you've
know.
ever eaten in your life?
It's not right.
It's so good.
Right.
All right, we're gonna eat and drink, and then we'll check in with you at the next place. Okay, so we are now at Ola, which is next to the movie theater because we're gonna go to a movie. And this is what the drinks are. Literally comes with the amount of drink you would get at a regular bar, and then a shaker with the rest of your drink that probably has 2 more drinks in it. So this place automatically wins by default of like cost, like value of beverage for how much you're getting. And also their drinks are really good. So Dan got the Piña Caliente, or it's like, has spice, it's a spicy one, like it has peppers. I just got the basic one, as always, for this video. So we're gonna try them and tell you what we think. But just in terms of value, this is already like one of the top places. Oh, also we got chips, which they do free chips here.
Free chips.
And we even told the guy that we were just getting drinks, and he was still like, "Do you want chips?" And we were like, "I guess, sure."
The chips and salsa are very good.
They are really good.
That's just a pure bonus.
You can't go wrong, really. Okay. So yours is a spicy one, right?
Piña Caliente.
Piña Caliente.
Full disclosure, I've had this many times before.
So this isn't a blind taste test.
Next door to the movie theater. Ola is
the latest that anything is open near the movie theater. So we often find ourselves at Ola when we're still drinking and we're like, we gotta get something open. We need a little snack.
Yeah.
We go to Ola.
I'm crunching on some chips in the background.
Crunch on some chips.
Yeah.
So I have been in this very situation with Nita where I've had my pina colada. So bias. This is definitely a bias situation.
We know going in that we like the drink here.
This is the same size as almost every margarita. I know from experience. Inside this glass, this shaker is 2 more of these. Now, to be fair, on the higher side of price, but not enough that the idea that you get 3 of them.
Mine wasn't even on the higher side. Mine's $13.
Mine's the most expensive.
Yeah, Dan was $15.
But every other one we've had is like, you know, the lowest was $8.50.
Yeah.
But you get 3 of these for $15. That's the same size as every one.
Yeah.
And
hey, tell us your thoughts.
that's it, man.
Is it spicy?
It's just a little bit spicy, but in a good way.
All right. So is it 5 out of 5, Jimmy?
Oh, this is my 5. Like I love this margarita, and also, but the thing is,
did anyone even have a chance?
No.
You coming
Never.
into this knowing that this is your favorite?
The bias is strong. Go.
Okay, so I got just the super margarita, which is the basic.
Makes it super.
It says super margarita, but it's like their most basic one. Just basic margarita wise, I would give it like a 4. But if you add the value of you basically getting 3 margaritas for the
2
price
more
of
stars.
one,
6
it's
stars.
a 7.
7 star. Yeah, I mean it's a very standard.
Yeah.
It's better than like Korea as like a standard marg, but it's maybe not. That's like basically that. It's very standard.
Yeah. So do you think it's worse, or not worse, because it's still good, but do you think you like most of the other ones more?
Yeah. Yeah, I think of the basic ones, it's probably Korea is the only one that I would put with.
Wait, let me try yours. I'm not gonna like it, but here, you can have a drink. You can just taste, like, even you can just smell the, like, vegetalness of the, which I like a vegetal thing. I just don't like a spicy vegetal flavor, I feel like. Yeah, that one's not for me. I could see how Dan would like it a lot.
I like it.
All right, so that is Ola, and if we have any more margaritas, we'll let you know. Okay, hello. It is now several days later because after the last stop at Ola, we went to a movie and then we walked home to our house, which is pretty far away. So by the time we got home, we just didn't record an outro. Yeah. But we figured we probably should record an outro so that we can share with you our overall thoughts. So what were your overall thoughts?
How many places did we go?
I don't even remember. 5?
Yeah,
Korea. Then we went to El Sancho. Then we went to McMenamin's. Then we went to
San Simone.
Then we went to Papi Chulos. And then we went to Ola. So 6 actually.
6 places.
And surprisingly, I feel like we were not nearly as drunk as I thought.
No.
Because we went to the movie and like watched the movie. I feel like for drinking margaritas, I thought I was going to be more inebriated, but I felt like we really weren't that much at all.
They were small margaritas except for Ola.
Maybe they were skimping on the alcohol content.
Yeah. Not in the spirit of the holiday.
No, it was good though, because I didn't want to be super drunk. I was like just the right amount of inebriated, so that was good. Did we have a favorite overall?
I mean, I think my favorite overall is still the combination of, like, I like the Ola one. It's good. I think when you're talking about it, it's like probably like a 4-star margarita.
Sure.
Maybe a little bit higher than that.
But because it's enormous.
they give you so much of it, and they give you chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Even if you're
Yeah,
just
we
going-
literally told them like, oh, we're just getting drinks, and
They're
they
like,
still
"You
gave us
want
chips
them?"
and salsa.
Like,
So
yes, please.
thanks, Ola. Okay, but you can't factor the chips and salsa into the margarita. That's an
I can,
unfair.
and I will. I can and I will.
Okay.
I think as a top to bottom, I end up favoring it because of that.
Yeah.
However, there were like other standouts. I think I forgot where we landed on the best just regular margarita.
I think maybe Papi Chulo.
Papi Chulo is really good.
Or El Sancho was really
El
good
Sancho
too.
was great too. I think Papi Chulo's was kind of a surprise highlight for me because
Agreed.
I thought the regular margarita was great, and also just that really stupid
Watermelon
just a
thing
Red Bull
that
with
wasn't a
maybe
margarita
probably
but
a
was
shot of tequila in
delicious.
it. But I really liked that, even
Yeah.
though it wasn't. And that was actually probably my favorite of the non-traditional margaritas that we had, even though it was
Not really a
maybe
margarita.
objectively the least impressive of it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just like, because it was just basically
Yeah.
a Red Bull, but it tasted good because it just tastes like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. I think if I had to pick a favorite overall, it would probably be Papi Chulos. I also like Ola, and I think in most cases, the giantness of it is definitely a plus. But honestly, sometimes when we go there, and a lot of times it's right before we go to a movie, it's like almost a burden. Because then I'm like, well, I have this whole drink. I have to drink it. I can't just like leave some of the drink. And then I feel pressured to drink the whole thing. Like, it's so nice of them to give you that much. But also a lot of times I'm like, this is too much.
We have never gone there when there wasn't a movie starting in 30 minutes. And
It's
we're
always
just,
like right
trying
before
to
a
rush
movie.
through it and be like, just give us the bill.
Yeah.
Let's go. And I'm always just like, I gotta finish this drink before.
Yeah, if we
I've
order
never
food, we're
just
like wolfing it down.
relaxedly drank something at Ola.
We've
which
never once been there
maybe
just
should
to
be
hang
more-
out. It's because it's right next to the movie theater, so we always go there before the movie. So yeah, I think if I had to pick, I would probably pick Papi Chulos. I think maybe El Sancho as second place.
El Sancho was really good.
You picking Ola, and I'm
think
picking
still
Papi Chulos.
Although I think Papi Chulo is probably like the.
If we had to
the
settle
actual-
on one
I think it's-
for both
Papi
of
Chulo
us-
is the actual winner.
If we had
Ola's
to
my
agree, would it be
sentimental
Papi
pick.
Chulos?
Yes, if we would agree, it's definitely Papi
Papi
Chulo. My
Chulos,
sentimental,
you win.
yeah.
Which is funny because we've literally never been there
Still haven't
before,
eaten there.
and we still have not eaten there. So we should maybe go back there sometime.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, that's it for this video. Hope you liked watching us drink margaritas and get slowly more and more inebriated. And if you're ever,
I enjoyed it.
yeah, we enjoyed it. And if you're ever in Bend, Oregon, which is where we live, you can go check out any of those places. And if you have any other foods or drinks that you would like us to do this same format on, just put them down below in the comments, because we definitely want to do more of these. We have a few ideas already, but if there's anything you want to see specifically, we can try to see if enough places here have it for us to do that as a video.
Super fun.
We have a good time doing these, and it's kind of something we do anyway, is like walk around and get drinks and food at places. So just making it themed to a specific drink or food just makes it extra fun, I feel like. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at cozy.crone. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's cozycrone. Dan, you can't follow him anywhere.
Don't follow me.
He doesn't have the social medias, really. I think that's it for this video. Oh, and I have an email address now, which is contactcozycrone@gmail.com. So if you want to send me or Dan an email to be like, drink more margaritas or whatever, I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can if you want to. And anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, I usually say always remember to keep the kettle warm, because I will see you next time. But that doesn't really apply to margaritas, so just drink a margarita, and we'll see you next time.